Hello everybody, my name is Sagalightfire and welcome to Katawa Shoujo.
Hi, I'm Tea Drinking Turret, and I will be doing this collabing with Sagalightfire today.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blast.
Yeah, this should be interesting.
Fair warning, we have the adult content turned off because we don't feel like editing in censors. So to all those who wants to be perverts, go get the game yourself.
And to be fair, if you want to be perverts, there probably better games out there for you than this one. Princess
of Angel. Alright, enough ranting, let's get on to the visual novel. Oh boy. Sorry if you hear noise in the background, I still have an old mic. I guess I'll do the reading? A light breeze causes... I'm messing up, hooray! A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. I'm screwing up so bad lately. This is what happens when you don't record for a while. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer.
Deciduous.
Thank you, I'm sorry. It was lagging. I saw the and then it just... this is pain. The deciduous tree provided a beautiful green canopy. Yay, I got a teacher with me! Oh,
I'm sad. I actually took English language as a course, so I can read.
I can read. It takes a minute for me to. I don't know what it is. My brain knows the word. It just is like Okay.
Just buffering.
Far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I am standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here, anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah, yes, the note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. Hey, that's pretty good.
Got ninjas in this.
The girl is skilled. As far as cliche goes, I am more of a fan of Letter in the Locker. Yeah, that's usually how it goes when it's that. I'm more of a fan of that too. But at least this way shows it a bit of
Initiative.
Sorry, small screen, hardly read words.
Sorry.
Initiative. Don't worry, the initiative didn't fully come in on my side. It's coming in on your side pretty darn well, probably. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. Why meet outside of all places? Why not meet inside somewhere where there's nobody?
I don't know. All I've got is the phrase "winter is coming" in my head now.
Winter's coming! Let's stop the king! This is not Game of Thrones. The snowflakes slightly fall from the white painted sky are the only signs of time passing in this transient world. Their snow descends upon the frozen forest, makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. Oh yeah, we all know how that feels.
Yep, studying.
The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting a quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. This is a girl.
You came?
A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that detained voice instantly. I feel my heart skip. There's my heartbeat, ladies and gentlemen. It's a voice I've listened to 100 times, but never as more than an eavesdrop to a conversation. Ah.
Is a ninja.
They're both ninjas. I turned to face the voice of my dreams, and my heart began to race. Like a man on a horse. I have to say, I love the CG. I just wish they would show the girl, or what she looks like. Let's see, okay, Japanese name. How do you say that?
Iwanaka?
Iwanaka? You know what? Crap!
Inaneko.
Inaneko. There, we're sticking with that. Japanese names, ladies and gentlemen. They're fun to pronounce. Inaneko. I got your note telling me to wait here. Is it yours? Darn it. I'm not saying that word. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that's all I had. And that was the result? Yeah, your brain fried, just like mine. Pathetic.
Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it.
A shy, joyous smile. Sorry, I had to make sure that came in. I'm done apologizing. You people know already. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Don't laugh at me. It's lagging on my end.
It's okay. I'm laughing at myself too.
Oh, crap. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim the girl for itself. There's a way of saying that. So, here we are, out in the cold, where it's freezing my hands. It's getting very awkward. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The
Cacophonous.
Cacophonous. I have never seen that word before. I'm gonna go to Wikipedia. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Wait. Is that supposed to be cacophonous or casetas? No, casetas is spelled differently. Never mind. Usually in romance animes like this, they usually hear casetas. That's how it usually is.
It basically means something that's really loud.
Oh. I almost said casetas at first until I saw that word.
Wrong time of year.
Yeah, wrong time.
To be fair, this is the wrong time of year. They shouldn't be doing this now. Because frostbite is nothing, there's nothing romantic about it.
That's why I said do it in a building!
I know! Go inside! There might be a radiator or something you can sit next to in this weather.
At least that'd be a little bit... Not complaining, snow is romantic, but come on, I want to have a hot cup of cocoa when a girl's telling me her feelings.
This weather, that skirts, come on.
Sorry that we're ranting on people, but really, Japanese girls, not complaining, love the skirts, but in winter, wear pants. Good God, wear pants. Oh crap. Hold on. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gush of wind, so pretty and elegant. As it passes, she rights herself as if she's supported by some new confidence. Could you move your little mouse off the screen, off the text thingy? Thank you. Her eyes locked with mine, and she lazily twirls her hair. Or she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I can even force a word out if I tried. You and I both, my friend.
You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me?
I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I wanted to say something in reply, but my vocal cords felt like they have been stretched beyond the breaking point. Ugh.
Ow. You sail?
I reach up to try to massage my throat, but it only sends spikes of binding pain along my arms.
Iseo?
My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Oh boy.
I apologize to any headphone users. Iseo!
I took mine off. The beat in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dual winter sky, Awanaka running towards me, all these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Awanako screaming for help, and the instant clatter of the branches above. Oh, the opening cutscene. 4-Leaf Studio presents Katawa Shoujo, aka in English, Disabled Girls.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I know that is from other YouTubers saying it.
I only know it from the wiki.
From the... I'm surprised how much time they put into this. It was well done.
Mm-hmm. I think visual novels are actually really quite big business over in Japan.
Also, everything finally smoothed out. That it's playing the intro with no lag, so we're good there. We just had to wait for a while for everything to...
Mm-hmm.
So...
And I had to do is get rid of a ton of stuff.
So now, people, I'll be able to read without any problems. The only reason I was having problems is because on my side, because we're screen sharing this on Skype, it was lagging a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard for me to read the words, and then it cuts halfway in one word and then finishes like 30 seconds, not 30 seconds, like a couple seconds later, which completely screws me up. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. And he's what, like 15 probably? In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left the hospital room unsuppressive on one hand. 4 months are a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. What?
Arrhythmia.
I'm guessing that's his condition.
Yes.
Okay, he should have just... Medical words. A strange word, thank you. A foreign alien one, thank you. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, but more... hold on. Nah. But more apparative to my life. I can't pronounce words sometimes.
That's okay.
We all have those moments. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. Yeah. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2
hemorrhages.
Mm-hmm. 2 hemorrhages apiece. Sorry, medical words just throw me off.
Bleeding on the brain.
I use short, simple terms to make it easier for me to understand. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Dang! Going that far. Of course, there isn't a cure. Oh, that sucks. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay in the hospital to recuperate from the treatment. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began to trickle down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Ouch! Ouch! That's... No, okay. Sympathy turned into a class project. That's gotta hit hard.
Yeah, right next to finger painting.
Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even from the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the 4th month, only my parents came by on regular basis. What about the girl? Okay, speak of the devil. Awanaka was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. Well, I can tell you that relationship went down quickly.
Honeymoon period over.
We're making jokes in a sad situation. What's wrong with us? We didn't...
Black humor.
Black humor. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital. It's not really a place I'd like to live in. Not me either. I'd love to live in my own bed in my own house, thank you. Although the beds are kind of comfortable at the hospital. But besides the point, the doctor and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist, I said it, every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I was able to leave. Not for the next 2 years, that would suck. He never asked anything in a straightforward way, but he told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeons had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still asked the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations were low enough now that I am not disappointed, and more when I read too fast. That I'm not disappointed. Stop laughing. I'm not disappointed anymore when I get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows me that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escape for the situation. I started reading Work the brain, Saga. Work the brain. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. Although it was more of a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, yum, 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 I will go back for more. Pages taste. I think I need some garlic salt on this page here. It talks about steak. I found that I like reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. I was like that for a while until I started writing. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days become increasingly harder to digest from each other. Oh, distinguish. Oops. Okay, let me restart. The days become increasingly hard to distinguish from each other. differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like times blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. I hope to God I get better at reading these and faster where you guys don't have to listen to my robotic voice. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. Man, I am so much better reading on What a Beautiful Tomorrow. I have no idea why I'm having troubles now.
Yeah, you gotta put up with this tiny screen.
It's so small. But the other
That's
time...
what she said.
You had to do it, didn't you?
I had to.
You was just waiting there. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my conscience through the barrier of non-challenge I had set up for myself. I'm sorry. Words are so small. The pages of my book started to feel sharp and bearing hot, and heaviness in my chest would be... Punch the brain. Okay. Hot and heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I were going to cry. But that happened only rarely. And I couldn't even cry. Oh, darn. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There's a ritual... Hold on. There is the ritual of the head college's has. He takes his time sorting the papers while I anxiously wait his question, shaking the bed. It's like one of those moments you want to know, so you hold on tight to the side and it just starts to shake. Tell me already! Then setting them aside as if making the point of the pointlessness of what he just did. He's delaying, like, how long am I going to delay this? Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to me. Next to mine. Ah, darn it. He looks me in the eye for a moment. Hello, Hassan. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. Wait for all the words. Okay. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. I bet it's a lot of prescriptions. So many. Yep. I take it from his hand and look over myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? What is it, like 30 prescriptions?
I think that's more than 30.
The absolutely long list of medications. Oh my god! I just looked at the screen in the back. Ugh. Of medication staring back at me from the paper seems... Hold on, stupid words are blocking the other words. Insurmountably... Ah, crap. Say that word for me, because I can't see it with all the other words combining with it.
Insurmountable.
They all blend together in a sea of letters. Yeah, like it's doing right now, which is messing up my vision. This is insane. Sorry, I'm a little closer to the mic because I gotta bend a little further in to see these words. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosage are listed line after line with cold precision. I tried to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it, attempting to only make me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day. God, that would suck. Oh, thank God, I can actually read. Oh man, that was.
It's over. It's over.
Because the background, the actual words on the text bar was actually starting to merge together, which was
It was hurting my eyes.
It was my eyes too. Oh man. I'm afraid that this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medicines are always being developed, so it wouldn't be a surprise to see the list fade over years. Years. What kind of confident booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents and believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Sal. Listen to what the doctor has to... Oh, wait, Dad. Sorry, different voice. Ah.
Sorry.
I'll give a different voice to Dad later. I thought it was the doctor until I listen to the doctor. I'm like, why is the doctor saying... And then I... Ah, boy. I'm making a lot of mistakes today. See what happens when you don't record for a while? Calm down. That was all he had to... That was... The way he says it tells me that he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. I am going to be homeschooled? It's not that bad! Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. Okay, it's the doctor. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that is the wise... I hate this sometimes. Are you laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing at the words.
Put on my suit. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. If I can say my lines, people will love me much better. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called... Hold on, let me see if I can say this one. Yamaku?
I think so.
It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It's a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while helping nearby. Independence. It's a school for disabled kids. Whoa, credits. Sorry, I've been watching CinemaSin, which is fun. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. He's not like this situation. Hold on. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. I'm guessing they work 2 jobs. We went out of the way and had a look a couple weeks ago. I think you like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. I will practice my many different man voices, people. Right now, I've only got so many. Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. Wait, what? Let me see if compared to other heart problems, people with your condition tend to live long lives. How is that even possible, considering if his heart moves faster? Don't judge the doctors, just go. Me trying to rationalize this. You need a job. Oh, you'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it that. Or don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a god-darn opportunity. I almost said that word. I would have gotten in trouble. Well, hold on. Well, You should be excited at the chance to go back to a school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared... Darn it, I'm trying to do a darker voice. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate.
I'd be more impressed with him being in a hospital, to be fair.
I'm actually doing the hands motions. I actually have my arms crossed and moving one hand like a doctor would. I'm getting into character. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I wanted to protest. I wanted to blame the lack of reaction on shock. On fragile. Wait, what? For fragile. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyways, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, the doctor, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of. Oh, hold on. Words moving way too fast. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I can have something, even if it's a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake just to resign myself to thinking that. Is there any way you can put the text on instant?
I'll just have a look.
Thanks, because with them moving like that, and me trying to... That's the problem. My eyes try to keep up with the moving words, which is making... oh, that's just the sound. Okay, we should be good.
Hopefully this should do it for you.
At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Sorry, but with when the words came up, my eyes follow the words as they go, and that's what messes me up. Life expectancy. Act 1. A beautiful gate. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. There, much better. I can read it much better. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like. I couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walk towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with a brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with greens. It's very beautiful too. Actually, what's funny is I actually want to know, because you see that the CG isn't really animated at all. It looks like actually somebody took a picture and put it in. So I actually want to know if this place actually exists.
They do actually do that for a lot of visual novels, don't they?
Well, when I read this so long ago, one person, because you can tell it is, I don't know if this is drawn or just taken a picture of, because it looks so well done. I don't think it's drawn, because this isn't anime drawn, because you know what anime buildings look like. This looks like a genuine actual building, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park, with a clean walkway going past the trees and a smell of fresh cut grass all over the park-like things. Huh, fresh cut grass, this smells actually kind of good. Words like clean and hygiene pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's my new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. See, I am much better at reading since it's instant words now. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Canopy. There we go. Too big and too many for just a school. It's like I knew that word. I knew I was saying it wrong. Everything seemed off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else around here. It's kind of airy. Quick question, T. How long you want to record?
It's up to you. I don't mind.
I think we'll go for an hour, or until we reach a good stopping point. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible, instead of having these feelings that I step into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals. Oh, come on, dude. Don't start thinking about hospital again. You're in a school. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color.
Say that to the Hulk.
Hulk smash! The Hulk is not calming by any means what necessary. And I screwed up that line. So why am I feeling so anxious, despite all the greenery? Dots. It's an anime game, people! There's dots! In every visual novel, there's always dots. Only after I stand in front of a heighty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, as if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. So depressing and sad. Feeling nervous and with a realization set in my head, I opened the front door. That really looks like a school hallway. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be... Nikki. Hold on. Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Moto. Welcome. Change a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, but he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked for you for a brief check-in visit, but there is no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me. I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Hold on, gotta move the mic just a little bit. It kind of backed up away from me. Thinking of that, I almost missed what the teacher was saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Ooh. Choices. Sure. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? I hope we didn't make a bad choice right off the bat.
Oh, let's hope not.
Oh boy. Of course.
Suddenly death.
Yeah. Bad ending straight off the bat. You fail at doing visual novels. Of course. But not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. Now you're just making me feel bad for choosing it, man. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give my first impression to myself. Don't you dare screw up. Right. But it's no problem. Let's go then. Really, I think somebody just took pictures and they just put the anime characters in at certain times.
It's like they just used the watercolor effect in a program, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like they took a bunch of pictures, pretty nice, well done pictures, put them all together in a game, and drew the anime characters and just put them in at certain times and everything. I'm not complaining, it's well done, I love it. I'm just saying, I just noticed this at the beginning, I didn't give two craps. My heart is pounding in my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. Don't make your heart pound too much, man.
It's not good for you.
No. The third door down... Oh, hold on, I completely messed up. The third door down, the third floor corridor... Say that 3 times fast! Corridor is marked as the classroom of classes. Marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Oh, that whole sentence.
That's a tongue twister right there.
Let's try this. The third door down, the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. I think somebody forgot to put a comma or something.
The third door down for the third... Yeah, I can't say it. The third door down from the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. That's the quickest I'm going to do that.
That's a tongue twister. Alright, let's continue. Moto opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. Sorry if I can't keep voices attached to one person at a time. I'm very sorry. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. But there isn't any point to worry so much about it. At least, not this soon. I follow the teacher to the classroom and look around, partly so I won't have to meet their gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty suspicious. The ceiling... The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around the in-between the desks. Or around and in-between the desks. And an entire wall taken up by blockboards, and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just stranded wooden... Yeah, they're stranded, hooray! What kind of school is this? The students' desks are standard wooden desks with with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs and a metal frame. Simple and effective. Or efficient. Oh, it went on to the next word. I didn't see that. I stopped walking in front of the class. I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. It's only... Oh, wow, I've seen up on my side. It's only just not immediate observed. Then I noticed that one of the girls seemed to be missing a thumb of her right hand. It's just a little jarring. Despite that natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tone out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I am so sorry that I mess up so many times, guys. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking at her, she covers her face with her hand as if it will make her invisible. Girl with long black. I am not seeing her.
I think she was over before it moved across.
I see. I was trying to read and look up at the same time, like, girl with long black hair, girl. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the locker at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions, sign language. I guess it must be her, the pink one. She peers at me over the rims of her glasses. Oh wait, no, that's the blue hair girl. Then goes back to whatever she's doing. So I'm guessing if she's doing sign language, then she's deaf. She's kind of cute. Dude, you just entered the classroom. This can wait. So it's a cherry-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. And she's got big drills. Don't take that out of content. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmates. He clasps his hands together, and does everyone else. Except the girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for its applause. I did not deserve. God darn it, me and my speaking. I'll be better tomorrow, I promise all of you. And I'm very sorry, I will do better. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. You skipped over my word.
Sorry. I don't know how to go back.
No, just stop. This is what Hisao said. Oh. Well, I was gonna make something funny. I'm Hisao. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, and even though I'm a new student. I swear they're missing some commas and periods sometimes, which is really messing me up. And after that, because you know I'm good at reading, especially from, well, I'm better than this, especially from what you've seen of my reading on the visual novel I was doing. I'm being so boring. This is exactly like the self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with the little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, gossiping people, yes! Throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. More dots. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. The old drone out the teacher and don't listen to him. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row of girls clap. Wait, the first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in the bandaged stump. The heck was that? It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so I'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Alright, I think that's a good place to end it.
Yep.
Alright everybody, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Sagalightfire, and I'll see all of you in the next video.
And I'm Tea Drinking Turrets, and I'll see you next time.